Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Conservative Bird, where we talk about all things politics. If you are new here, make sure to hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, and smash that notification. Let's get into the video. Yo, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be reacting to Liberal Hivemind. The audience couldn't believe what they were hearing. I haven't checked this one out yet, so we'll be watching it for the first time. So let's get right into it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hivemind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. The party of science strikes again. You Republicans, you're a bunch of backwards, cave-dwelling bigots.
Remember that, bigots.
A bunch of conspiratorial, uneducated, science-denying cavemen and cave women. That's the narrative, right? That's what Democrats tell us all the time. They love to make the argument that they're the authority when it comes to the science and the
Science isn't always the answer.
facts and research. We run the universities, they say. We're so smart and look at my big brain. But there's one problem with that
Bunch of educated dummies.
narrative, and that problem always shows up when they open their mouths. The party of science strikes again as another one
How did they become the party of science? I don't understand that.
of these meth head liberals makes
Meth head.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
possibly the dumbest argument I have ever witnessed or ever heard. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. This is possibly the dumbest argument, the dumbest talking point ever made in a political debate. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that as we delve into the
Figure it
mind
out.
of your average woke Democrat. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so real quick context. The topic of this debate, whether biological males should compete in female sports. Just take a look at this Democrat's main argument.
Bro, type in the chat 1 if you think they should and 2 if you think they shouldn't.
And my granddaughter, who's playing college sports, I asked her about this when we had this 2 years ago, and she said, you know what? If a trans woman was competing against me in the sport, then that just means if that person's better than me, I need to work harder.
So you heard
Hey, you get what you deserve at that point then, honestly.
it from
I'm not for it at all, but I'm a firm believer. Hey, you get what you deserve.
Wisconsin Democrat David Considine. Apparently, women who are complaining of biological males competing in their sports and dominating their sports
Dummy, yeah.
should stop complaining and should just work harder. The problem isn't that it's fundamentally unfair and that there's an obvious biological gap or biological difference that heavily disadvantages female players. The problem is you women just don't work hard enough. Could you imagine unironically saying that? Could you imagine being
Amazing.
Crazy.
such a partisan fool that you are willing to throw out any semblance of common sense? You are willing to be so intellectually dishonest, because there's no way this guy actually believes this, and say something like that. What an insult to every single female athlete that has ever existed. You know, it's almost like having a 5-year-old kid face Steph Curry in a 3-point shooting contest one-on-one.
Amazing.
And when the kid obviously inevitably gets absolutely demolished, you tell the kid, well, you didn't work hard enough. That's why. It's not like Steph Curry has a physical
I mean, listen, if a woman is willing to compete against a man, she get what she deserves.
advantage over you. An absolutely insane statement, and frankly, a repugnant state.
Now, I don't believe in it, but if a woman's willing to do it, that's on her. Nothing I could do. That's on them.
Trust me when I say it gets even worse. He then built on his argument. He added on with this.
The other thing I want to say is this is a little bit about privilege.
You could tell he has that, like, no bass in his voice or nothing.
We heard that from one of the trans athletes
And you could tell he doesn't believe anything he's saying.
in the education community who became a soccer star, played with men's teams. And you know what she said? She said, I am able to lead in women's soccer
doesn't believe anything he's saying, and he sounds like he's making it up right now. One in the chat if you think he's making it up. Two if you think he's telling the truth.
Not because I'm a trans woman, but because I grew up with privilege.
That's a good one. Yo, he lightweight looks like he could be related to Fetterman, I'm not gonna lie. That big old Goomba.
You serious?
What is this guy smoking?
Dummy. Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Him and Hunter Biden must have the same drug dealer. The reason biological males dominate female sports is not because of biological advantages, it's because of privilege? What privilege exactly is that? Class privilege? Societal privilege? What does that have to do with literally anything? And if it's not that, what is it? Privilege to be able to grow up in male spaces and compete in that competitive environment? Being in that environment alone is some sort of privilege that allows you to progress quicker and I guess set you ahead of your female counterparts when you end up competing in that league? By that logic, I guess we should just have young female athletes growing up with the privilege of competing against young boys. Oh wait, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's like the most. This world has just become so ass backwards lately, and we're just treading on a spiral downward, and that's all it's gonna be. It's crazy, like how people are so willing to like go with this. But like I said, if a woman wants to compete against a man, go right ahead. Like, yeah, go right ahead, do your thing.
Because they literally cannot compete. We've seen a couple of attempts at this. In youth sports, we've all seen the headline.
I mean, bro, didn't Serena Williams face like the number like 200 and something tennis player that was a male and got smoked? Like, and she's a beast compared to any other woman tennis player. You know what I mean? Like, she's like one of the best, her and her sister, I think. And it's just men and women aren't meant to be the same. They're not built the same. So it just doesn't make sense to me.
Of a young female athlete supposedly so good that she can compete with the boys, every single one of those instances has led to utter embarrassment for the female athlete. In fact, the biological difference is so great that female athletes can't even be a kicker on the football team.
Yeah, that was crazy. So you mean to tell me, I forget exactly what school it was. You mean to tell me that something happened to the kicker, and you go to the female soccer team to get a replacement kicker when you have a male soccer team that you could just go to that I'll guarantee would have kicked it 1,000 times farther? I mean, this is illogical.
Dummy. Yeah.
Anyway, let's watch
Been
this.
tried before. Mexican-American woman becomes the first NCAA Division I female kicker at an HBCU. This story was all the rage.
Like, what? At a HBCU?
Tiger family, my name is Leilani Armenta.
This is what? This was nothing but a publicity stunt.
I am a kicker on the football team. Today was my first game, first home game, first kick, and I'm feeling very good. It was a lot of nerves, very exciting, but we will definitely be seeing some extra points, field goals, kickoffs. I'm getting
No.
back into it.
No, we won't.
I feel really good.
And you know we won't.
I'm really excited to go see where the season goes, and I want to thank you guys all for your support, and go Tigers.
It started off as this great, empowering moment. Leftoids rejoicing. And then, well, very quickly, reality set in.
Up and maybe even do some field goals tonight for the Jackson State Tigers. Of course, she was on the Jackson State women's soccer team.
Like, bro, you go to a women's soccer team to get your kicker? You have a men's soccer team. What is the point?
And because of injuries this week, during practice, she's going to get her shot tonight to be a kicker. And what an impressive young lady it's been, and a chance for her. And I'm sure she's pretty nervous at this point. But they have
Watch this, watch.
Football.
What? Look at that shit.
Underway in the
Do, 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 do.
mean, come on. Privilege? Seriously? Lack of effort? Female athletes just aren't trying hard enough? This is insane. I mean, this is legitimately insane stuff.
Beta baby.
And the insanity
This is crazy.
continued. The Democrat politician from earlier also made this argument.
The best we got was, well, some parents are concerned that their daughter might miss out
Oh, what are you talking about?
on a scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't be supporting this. This is just weird.
They might miss out on playing for this team or that team.
Look, he's shaking. He's being told, he's like nervous. He doesn't believe anything he's saying right now, and you know it.
Boy,
Why is he shaking so much?
that doesn't sound like community. That sounds like selfishness. I'm sorry to label.
See, this is what's wrong. We don't need weak men in government like this. Look at this dude. He's shaking and nervous, just talking in front of people. Bro, we do not need weak people like this in our government. I'm sorry.
it that way, but that
This is what's wrong with our country right now.
sounds like what it
Weak men.
is to me. I'm only worried about myself. I'm not worried about building the team and having my school
Go sit down, champ.
have a powerful team.
If you're a parent who's worried about your daughter missing out on opportunities, making the team, or getting a scholarship, then you're just selfish.
Just doesn't make
And
sense.
when it all failed, when nobody bought his women aren't working hard enough, or the real difference here, the real important factor here is privilege, when it seemed like those arguments weren't working, well, this was the last desperate argument that he attempted to make.
Since we've funded Title IX sports, the gap has consistently lessened between the best men and the best women, and that is across all sports. I'm not
He has like so much nerves in his voice. Do you guys think he really believes what he's saying, or do you think he's being told to say this?
so sure it's biological. It goes back
Representative,
to the
address
money
the chair.
and the training. Thank you.
The only difference is money and training. I'm not even going to address that argument. I really don't think I need to address any of them, to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and just continue to reiterate the same basic, obvious facts. Just when you thought the left couldn't get more insane, they seem to outdo
They're gonna consistently outdo themselves.
themselves every
Yeah, it's gonna keep going. It's like it's gonna just keep going. It's
single
not done.
freaking
Not done.
time. It's not a meme. It's real. You're living it. This is it. We're in it. We are in the clown world. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yo, everybody, what do you guys think? I love watching his videos. Make sure to go drop him a subscription as well. He is just really, really in tune with everything that goes on, and he drops some really, really good informal videos. So, yo, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a share, hit subscribe, and comment. Also, go to Liberal Hivemind and do the same for him. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you later. Peace.